Well, here we go. The final table of the Foxwoods Poker Classic about to get underway. Current chip leader is New York businessman Vadim Trincher.
That's right. He's got $2.8 million out in front. The cards are being dealt. The antes will start tonight at 3,000. Blinds are 12 and 24. Here we go. Amnon Filippi, the New York City poker pro, quickly folds, and now Lenny Cortellino has picked up big slick ace-king.
Lenny, a retired Navy man. Big hand on deal number one here. He raises it to 60,000.
Everybody else folds, and now the chip leader, Vadim Trincher from Russia, looks down at a king-7 of diamonds.
Well, he was born in Russia. Been in New York City 20 years now. Very successful businessman. The money means nothing to him tonight, believe it or not. He is out for the title.
He is loose, they say, and let's see if that proves true. He's making this call.
There you saw a couple WPT champs, Nick Schulman and Eugene Ketchelov, watching Vadim. He's their man.
Okay, here's the flop.
Now flop comes 9-7-4. So Vadim now out in front with second pair, 2 7s, but he checks.
Lenny Cortellino with just ace-king, nothing hitting, is going to bet, making the continuation bet. Looks like 80,000.
Yep, he's bet 80,000, but we know Vadim likes to play. Let's see what he's going to do now with second pair here. He's going to make the call.
Yep, just going to call with the 7s.
The Navy man's got to think the torpedo is misfiring now.
8 of diamonds on the turn. Russian is going to check again.
And Lenny very fearful of this man. Wisely checks right behind him.
Doesn't do it twice in a row. Okay, river card, 10 of hearts. A 4 straight helps no one, though.
120.
Vadim Trincher has just 2 7s, but he is going to bet on the river here. 120,000. You wonder if he thinks he's bluffing this pot, Vince, with just 2 7s here. He's got the best hand.
4 to the straight out there.
But obviously couldn't stand a raise in this situation. But he bets 120,000.
Well, he is proving that he has a lot of guts and that he's a very loose player.
Right there, he dropped the anchor on the Navy man.
Oh, the Russian puts a little dressing on the first hand, takes the pot, extends the chip lead.
The rich get richer.
Life.
Well, there you heard Amnon say the rich get richer. And Vadim correctly said, that's life.
All right back at him. 5 players going after $750,000 here tonight. Action's going back to Lenny.
Well, back on the retired Navy man. He just got burned on ace-king a minute ago, so he folds king-4 here.
Matt Casterella, poker pro out of White Plains, New York, quickly folding as well.
Now it's around to the former options trader, Alex Perelberg. He looks down at ace-3. He's on the extreme short stack here, and he's going to raise it. He makes it 60,000 to go. He's got the kind of hand you just soon pick up the pot right now without getting any action.
Vadim goes out, but look at this. Amnon Filippi is going to test him here. He's got a 9-7 offsuit.
Just called the 36,000 more to see a flop here. Here it comes, ace-10.
Oh, that is great for the short stack, Alex. 3 of a kind, but Amnon first to act.
Oh, look at Amnon just stretching his neck over there to see how many chips his opponent's got. Yeah. Like he hit some of that flop. We know he didn't.
Trying to take the play away, but a quick call, of course, by Alex.
Well, Amnon stubbed his toe a little bit right there. Alex proudly turned up the 3 aces.
He's very happy.
Stop and go, didn't work.
What else is I going to do there? Check fold?
Alex is an option trader, and he has an MBA from Stanford.
Alex, I'm drawing dead. Relax.
I know that.
And he's not drawing dead, but
Jack 8 works.
he is now.
That's it. It's not
Well, yes, all right.
The 5 of clubs comes off on the turn. King of diamonds on the river. Alex Perelberg is going to double up.
Nicely done when you're on the short stack. In the audience tonight, his friends and poker coach.
So Alex Perelberg is going to double up here.
Listen.
And the final table of the Foxwoods Poker Classic will continue. Stay with us.
This is you. This is you playing poker on WPT Global. Come play at WPT Global. Click the link in the YouTube description below. Sign up with bonus code YT10 and receive your welcome package with a deposit match and free tournament tickets.
Hey, what a battle we've got going so far. At least they have guts out here. And by the way, that is Amnon's That's Amnon's nickname. They call him Guts because he loves that poker game. Not a poker game, but a card game, of course, called Guts.
Well, Amnon making his 4th WPT final table appearance. In the meantime, the businessman out of New York, our chip leader, Vadim Trincher, gets a phone call. You're not allowed to talk on the phone at the table, so he gets up and leaves the table to talk business.
That's right. Amnon also out. Lenny not going to play. And now, once again, I can't say
60.
it, but the hot cheese, Ace Jack, is going to bet.
Yeah, he's in the small blind here. That hand obviously figures to be favored over the big blind, but look at this. Alex has picked up ace 10 in the big blind.
He's short stacked. He's suspicious.
Raise.
And he's going to raise.
Well, you can't blame him for raising here, even though he is dominated.
160 total.
160 total.
This could be a very dangerous raise here.
Was that like half your money?
Matt, very perceptive.
A little less.
Recognize that is about half a stack.
I'm on. I called.
He's going all in, and he's called.
Oh, boy. Possible devastation here for the short stack, Alex Perelberg.
Well, the options trader in dire straits right here. He is dominated and all in, meaning if he loses this pot, he's going to be out in 5th place.
Got in this tournament through a $2,200 satellite. He gets the back rub by his friends. He's in a lot of trouble.
You're nice to get this over with now. I'm in a bad spot here, though. I don't to tell you the
And
truth.
Matt, Hot Cheese is trying to pretend like he's in a bad spot.
Well, it says he's 50-50 at best. Now, no pro would say that when most pros would know you're at least a 70% favorite to win this spot.
Doing a reverse psychology thing. Here comes the flop.
Oh, a jack comes right in the flop. Come queen, jack 3, and Alex quickly recognizes he can still win the pot with the king and is screaming for one.
We need a king.
Yeah, Hot Cheese, though, well out in front. He's got to sweat a couple more cards. No king here. And the turn is a 7 of clubs.
Well, 7 of clubs comes off.
A club. We need a club.
Well, Alex, you don't need a club because your opponent will have a bigger flush. So you have to catch a king that's not a club to win this pot.
Alex Perelberg on the ropes. Needs a miracle.
Well, there's only 2 kings in the deck that he can catch to win this pot
Oh, he does.
because Amnon folded the king of spades.
This was the right time. This was the right time.
In complete peril, but he catches the king!
The king of hearts comes on the river. He hit the 2-outer to stay alive. And Matt Casterella, tough luck for this guy right here.
Happier than a hippie watching a Cheech and Chong movie, the short stack Alex Perelberg is going to survive.
He's cheering as an options trader would if he had inside info, Vince.
Nice guy.
That was the worst card you've
5
seen.
players remain here at Foxwoods, going after a big title and $750,000.
You can't be mad at me. It's a poker game.
He's mad at you.
No,
He's mad at the poker gods. He's not mad at me.
We're coming back with more action on the World Poker Tour.
I told Lenny it was 50-50 before the flop.
I mean, the table would be boring without me.
Absolutely.
Now we can play some poker.
Right, exactly.
Whether I believe him, and like Paris Hilton saying that she doesn't like the word hot.
Well, Matt Casterella also said he didn't like the fame. He's just here for the money. Then he's saying the same thing. But Vince, I'm not so sure all these players don't really want to be on camera. Maybe Lenny spent a life at sea, I know. Doesn't realize how important this is to him.
All right, and right now you see our chip leader, Vadim Trincher, out in front with 2.9 million. Amnon Filippi in second chip position with 1.9. Let's go to the table. Action going to Vadim. Rich businessman from Russia. Very eccentric player, very fast playing, and this time he has a 9-8.
60.
And he's going to make it 60,000 to go.
Well, Amnon quickly calling with 2 deuces right behind him.
As he does. Lenny Cortellino going out. Hot Cheese also folding his hand.
And now around to Alex.
Yep, the short stack Alex won't play as well, so we have two-way action. Vadim versus Amnon. Here's the flop.
2 New Yorkers going at it here. Flop comes 10-7-4 with 2 diamonds. Vadim has flopped an open-end straight draw. Action is on him. Well, he stretches his neck to see how many chips Amnon's got, and he sees it's quite a few. These are the 2 chip leaders at this table.
And the Russian, the
70.
chip leader. Look at this, he's going to bet 70,000, and a quick call by Amnon with the deuces. Here comes the turn.
Well, queen of clubs on the turn. Now what do you do with an open-end straight draw? 2 flush possibilities out there. Well, Vadim's going to check, hoping to get the free card here. And Amnon checks right behind him. Comes the river card. Well, 4 clubs comes off, putting 3 clubs out there. Amnon has the best hand with 2 pair. Action on Vadim. Will he put him to the test here? Vadim's got to figure the only way he can win this pot is to bet at it. But remember, he was called when he raised before the flop, and he was called when he bet on the flop. So would you want to fire here on the river?
Well, they say he's a crazy player. He plays like Gus Hansen with nothing. He's proven that so far tonight. Now, will he make this last bet? Yes, he does. He lives up to his reputation.
I call.
Well, 150,000 quickly called by Amnon without hesitation.
That's annoying.
A nice call by Amnon, but I don't think it's that tough a call to make, Vince. If you call on the flop, your opponent's going to bet on the turn if he's got 10s or queens or any kind of hand in that situation because there's too much drawing possibilities out there.
Well, it's still very annoying. The quickness about the call. The Russian has to feel like he's just been put in the gulag for a couple days. Just very annoying. You think you have control over the table, and then that happens.
Nice call.
Thank you.
All right. Nicely played by the New Yorker, Amnon Filippi, who is 1 title away from becoming a big star.
Well, he's made 4 WPT final table appearances now, looking for his first title.
Whatever you do, don't play this hand.
You make some
Nothing good
calls
can
like
come of it, I'm
that.
telling you, just fold now.
And he's in a good mood right now after winning that last hand. And
Why?
this time
No,
he's got
I'm
queen,
steaming.
10 of
No, his
spades.
card flipped over. Not you steaming. Not you, him.
He's going to make it 60,000 to go. Now Lenny Cortellino behind him with ace-6 of diamonds will make this call.
Well, Lenny wants to see a flop. Matt going out. Alex out. Round to Vadim. Oh, he's got ace-10 of clubs here, Vince.
Yeah, pretty attractive ace-10 of clubs.
He's got 24,000 in the pot now. No doubt in my mind he's going to play this hand. The question is he just going to call or is he going to come over the top?
Well, he'd like to get revenge to that guy on his left there, Amnon, for calling him with his deuces. Maybe he'll hit here.
He is going to make the call, so we've got 3-way action here. Well, here comes the flop. It's Jack, 3 deuce, rainbow, all different suits, no help to anybody.
No, all those cards out there helping no one, and a check by Vadim.
Now, Amnon Filippi actually has the worst hand out of the 3.
125.
Yet he's going to make the continuation bet here. Bets 125,000.
He is boldly betting where no other player might go in this hand. 125,000, just hoping against hope no one had a jack.
Well, Lenny's looking at him like he doesn't believe him. But he is going to lay his hand down.
Only one to beat is the very loose, tough Russian. But he is going to succumb, giving up the pot to Amnon.
So a nice continuation bet by Amnon picks up that pot for him.
Well, he's been here before, but he's just 1 title away from becoming a WPT Poker Made millionaire and a big star in the game. Stay with us. We're coming back with more action here on the World Poker Tour. Welcome back to the World Poker Tour. 5 players remain here at Foxwoods. Our chip leader right now, Vadim Trincher, with about 2.5 million in chips. Let's go to the table. Action on Lenny Cortellino. He quickly folds his hand.
Well, round to the hot cheese. Matt Casterella, he looks down at an ace-10. He's going to come in for 80,000.
Alex Perelberg out with the chip leader, Vadim Trincher. He's picked up ace-queen.
Now got a real hand this time. We've seen him bet on a lot of garbage so far.
What do we have?
Let's see what he's going to do now.
5, 6, 7,
wants a
8,
countdown.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
How much you got so I can take it?
14, Probably a 1.6 behind.
1.6.
Vadim, a Russian now residing in New York City.
Very successful businessman. And let me add, a terrific poker player.
First time as a chip leader at the final table, of course. All right, well, he just calls it with ace-queen. Amnon out.
So here comes the flop. Yeah, flop. Jack 8-3 with 2 hearts. That's no help to either player. Vadim has the best hand with ace-queen. He checks.
Hot cheese. Matt also checking.
And now the 6 of spade comes off.
150.
Vadim might be thinking his ace-queen is the best hand here. He's going to bet it.
Yes, he is. Looks like 150,000.
I call.
Well, Matt, not believing Vadim has the best hand, is going to make the call here.
Yeah, hot cheese could turn into cheese bits very quickly. He didn't get lucky on the last card.
Well, here comes that river card. Well, the 7 of hearts comes off, so possible flush, possible straight out there now.
But it's helping neither player, and Vadim sort of given up here. He's checked it.
250.
250,000
Wow.
is being bet by Matt here with just the ace-10.
Yeah, he's saying, you show me some weakness, I'm going to take it away from you.
Well, Vance, there's no way Vadim's going to put him on a flush here because he didn't bet on the flop. You wouldn't give him credit for a 9-10 because he didn't. He would have bet that on the flop also. So very puzzling as to what he's got here.
Of course, on the other hand, they say that Vadim, he's an unpredictable player. He could come back over the top with nothing. You just never know with this guy. But no, he's going to make a laydown.
He's going to lay it down. So I think that hand was played rather peculiar by Matt Casterella, but it worked out well for him as he outplays Vadim in that pot to take it down.
Not the best hand all the way.
Well, they call him Hot Cheese, and right now he's the big cheese. Taking down a very good one.
Hot Cheese taking down the cheese there, that's for sure.
All right, right to the table. Vadim, a little disgusted there. Quickly folds his hand, a little annoyed about the last hand. And Amnon Filippi getting back in the action with the raise. He's got King 8.
Not often that he gets by Vadim, or he's the first one to be able to raise the pot.
Lenny out, Matt
If I
out.
go out, I want it to be you.
And Alex
all in.
Perelberg says all in.
I just do. I'm all in.
Look at this. He has just 10-7.
He's got the 10-7 of spade.
Yeah, I know you
Crazy
call.
thing is it's only an additional
Hold your breath till
15,000.
the river, Amnon. That's my advice.
He's got to call it.
If he's
Of course, he
ahead,
is very pot committed.
then he's going to lose. If he's behind, he'll probably win.
I am behind.
Well, he is behind. He's not lying about that. But every
Oof.
time he's been all in, he's been way behind, and yet he's won every
I'm
time.
gonna go hang
Can
out
he
with
do
my
it again,
family over
Vince?
there, but good luck to you, okay?
If we hear the screaming, we'll know you won.
For the third time, he's all in with the worst hand. Well, Vince, as my old drill sergeant said, you can only slide so far in barbed wire.
Two
Yeah.
left cards. Two left
Here we go
cards,
with the
right?
flop. King 8 up against 10-7.
Who folded the kings here?
I had a queen.
And look at this. Discussions about everyone's hands.
Well, Amnon out in front with the king high. Let's see what happens. Here comes the flop.
I know.
Oh, the flop comes Queen, Jack, 9. Alex has flopped a flush draw and an open-end straight draw.
Can he do it again? There's Paul Darden and Steve Sung, two great players, watching on.
Well, right now, Amnon has the best hand with king high. Mathematically not the favorite, but
There's
still,
no king.
he has the best hand right now.
4.
Amnon a little amused at this, it seems.
Well, Amnon can't catch a king or an 8 because that'll give his opponent a straight here.
right?
He just got to hold on at the king high.
10-11.
Just holds up.
Options trader with
I need a spade.
huge outs now.
The turn doesn't matter unless it's a spade.
Oh, but he didn't get it there.
Well, 4 clubs on the turn. That's good for Amnon. Alex looking for a spade, a king, an 8. Any of those cards will win it for him.
First WPT appearance.
three
Can he get
times.
lucky? No.
Well, Queen of Clubs comes
I
off.
can't hit it 3 times.
So
okay?
finally, Alex Perelberg does not outdraw somebody on the river. He is eliminated in 5th place.
I told you, I wanted
It
to
was
be
a big effort by Alex Perelberg, 42 years old, out of Westport, Connecticut. First time on the WPT circuit, first tournament. He's going to pick up $106,000 for his efforts. So that's going to do it for him. He has gone a long walk in the forest. We are down to 4 players. We're coming back with more of the World Poker Tour.
This is you. This is you playing poker on WPT Global. Come play at WPT Global. Click the link in the YouTube description below. Sign up with bonus code YT10 and receive your welcome package with a deposit match and free tournament tickets.
Find him.
2 checks. Now look at this card, a 3 that gives Vadim 2 pair.
Gives Amnon a pair and an open-end straight draw.
Sure does.
But Vadim is now going to bet 2 pair.
Yep, he's got his chips out, looks like. About 55,000. Look at this.
Quickly called by Amnon. You can't blame him for calling here. I'd call too, especially if my opponent checked on the flop.
You want to see that river card, Amnon's going to see it. Here it is.
Oh, and it's a 3.
Oh, man.
Amnon has made 3 threes, but unfortunately for him, Vadim has made a full house. 3s full of jacks. Action is on Vadim.
Yep. And look at this. He has the guts to check this, hoping to get a bet.
125.
Just wishing to get the bet, and he does get the bet.
Well, Vance, anybody would bet 3 of a kind after your opponent checks here. Amnon betting 125,000. Now, Vadim, you know, it looks like he's gone to one of those famous acting schools in New York. Which ones are those, man? You've been there.
Oh, yeah, that would be the Tori Spelling Academy, I believe.
Oh, and look at this. He's just sitting back in his seat like he doesn't know what to do. We know what he's going to do. He's going to raise this pot with a full house.
It's a performance. There's a lot of subtleties to this performance, and we're seeing it by the Russian businessman. You know he's just going to snap back with a raise.
300 more.
Yep, there it is. A $300,000 re-raise.
I call.
Oh, that is going to hurt. He can't get away from that.
Well, Vadim is going to take down over $1 million pot to extend his chip lead.
Wow.
Well, that's what happens when you have to play those junk cards in the blinds. Crazy things can happen, and that is a big pot for the chip leader.
425.
Vadim Trincher with the team of his buddy Nick Schulman and Eugene Katcharov. They are well on the way to a title. We've got some stiff competition. New Yorker Amnon Filippi, the Navy man Lenny Cortellino, and of course, we've got hot cheese Matt Casterella. Very tough.
4 tough poker players fighting it out for this coveted WPT title.
I have a 3 also.
Sick. Well, with that hand, our time has run out. But as you can see, anything can happen on the World Poker Tour.